Hullabaloo and howdy do. It is the host with the most, Anthony. And the one that should be the host, Mark.
Greetings and salutations.
If you hear music in the background, that is because my dad is...
A heathen.
Yes. But no, my father is smoking a...
Doobie.
Turkey. And probably a doobie. But smoking a turkey outside. So, anyways. It's been a while since we've done one of these. 3 weeks now? 4? A month? 2? You sure? 2 weeks or so?
2 weeks, because I posted 3 episodes at once.
Right.
Like 2.5 weeks ago. Should I call Dad?
No. I'll shoot him a text. But yeah, so it's off he's got his other phone, not his main phone, so
I got both numbers.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a spare phone number. Oh, Lord have mercy. So yeah.
Is 441 his main, or?
Yeah, 441 is the main, but he's down here now.
Hey, your timer went off, by the way, Dad.
This one?
Yes. Yeah, I was about to text you.
Think.
Me and Anthony were both on it.
No, it's taking longer to cook that, and now I know why, because it was a chicken donor, so it started flattening out, So there's no air going into the center of the carcass and heating up the inside and the outside. So
that's why it's taking longer.
Like that, we'll cut it in half. I'll have your leg wing inside, leg wing here, and I can flatten them both out into 2 racks, whatever. It's compressing, so now that center is like 145. The leg is even 155. I need 165 for chicken. At the minimum, 165 for chicken.
Smoking tips from Dad.
The dad's got a plethora of smoking tips, whether it be food or drugs.
It's always both. If we're smoking meat, it's always...
Hey, Dad,
smoking meat.
Before October, can I try that egg burger that you've made?
You say you want to try it?
Yeah, that egg like on top of the meat.
Yeah.
Before October.
Yeah. Also, I can't.
I just don't know how to make it. I don't cook.
Did you just make a hamburger, or did you just
make an egg?
Or just the egg? You know how to make the burger or the egg? Anyway, I can show you both. I'll show you how it's done.
But oh no. We're just doing the podcast.
Yeah, we're
no, you're
live.
good.
What up, business?
It's my father.
I fucking love it.
Me too. So I guess catch up. Mark is currently looking at all the pins on my beanie that I've collected. I have more Kirby on there than anything.
Can the stars fucking align for once?
No, they can't.
Symbol coitus.
I heart coitus.
That's not a heart, though.
I know it's not a heart. It's
That's like the Big Bang thing.
It's an atom, the atomic sign, the atomic symbol.
Do I look like a scientist?
Do you want me to be a smartass?
Do it.
You look like a test subject.
I look like a test subject?
Did you just now click?
I'm a
Alright. So, let's get down to business here. How's it been?
Let's get down to business. I am manic. That's fuck.
Yeah, he is. He cleaned his truck. Mark never cleans his fucking truck. He'll clean his room, but he won't clean his fucking car.
I'm very, like, OCD when it comes to my room, but, like, my truck, I'm like, yeah, but I, like, deep cleaned it, and, like, ever since then, I've been, like, very manic. Like, I've just been up, and then I'll sleep for 2 hours, and then I'll be like, and it's just like, go, and, like, I've been writing a lot, and I've been making videos, and I've been just...
Yeah, you're absolutely having a manic episode. And
Alexa, set a time for an hour.
And Alexa had to set a time for an hour.
1 hour, starting now.
So anyway, sorry, had to stopped talking because the Alexa was listening.
Look how we both stopped.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So you're having a manic episode. That means that when you get out of that episode, you are going to crash, and you are going to crash hard.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've known this. I mean, like, what was it? I think I stayed up for like a week one time, and then I was just like, boom, like I was just done,
Yeah.
and it was not good.
Literally, you were like walking around, it was all fine, and then it was like the drop in Skrillex's song, "Call 911 Now," boom, hit the fucking floor.
It was, yeah. I think the last time I did that was like 2 years ago, when I was going through that breakup, and then like I was like up for 2 weeks. Well, I was up straight for like a week, but like up and down. Like it always, when I get manic, it always starts with I'll be up for a day straight, and then I'll sleep for a few hours, and I'm up for like 2 days, and then I'll sleep for a few hours, and I'm up for like 3 days, and I'll sleep for a few hours, and I'm like up for a week, and then I'm just like, yeah, what's up? And it's like nothing's happening, and then I go, and then like either bad things will happen, or I'll just be on the floor and I'll wake up, and it's been like 2 days past.
Yeah. Alright, but
Sorry, I did not mean to do that. I meant to put it right here. I don't know why that was here. It's not for me. It's right here on the table.
yeah. Oh, it's fucking.
Just because I'm sick.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Now I know what it is. It's either that garbage or for whatever reason, whatever Dad is smoking, he's opening something and like the excess fumes. It
Oh
smells
my
like,
god, yeah.
It smells like fart and it's pissing me off. Anyways. No, but like with me, it's like, 'cause I guess we're getting personal in the beginning here. No, I've been having like, I'm fine. We're gonna say that for the record. I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't want to harm myself, harm others, anything like that. But I've been having thoughts like maybe I just should.
Like fleeting thoughts, like.
Yeah, I talked about it in therapy, which I'm in. I think I've mentioned I'm in therapy. But yeah, it's that constant of like, I could do it. All my problems will be fucking over. Like, you know, but like, I won't go through with it. I don't want to go through with it. They're just there. They're just like, hey, it's what always happens when it gets bad is that you just want to think of this. And now, but I've matured enough to where it's like, oh, that's cool. I'm not going to do it though. So let's move on to the next thought.
I would even say, even like me being manic, I'm not like, let's put like a gun to my head type shit, you know? Like, I'm like.
Yeah, we're experiencing what we experienced when we were arguably more unstable. But now
I get
we're
more creative.
But now we're more stable. So it's just like.
I get like way more creative now. But I think that's just how I deal with it.
Yeah,
You know, like,
creativity.
I just go, oh, I'll write.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just sit there and write, or I'll like sit there and listen to music, and I'll just be like, I don't know, I explain it like I'm like Jerry Jr. hopping off the wall,
Yeah.
and then like when I crashed, I crashed. I think the worst time I crashed, I was driving home from Imlay City. I don't know if you remember that one or not.
Vaguely.
I like, all right, so I'll tell you, it was during 2020 when I was driving you to work at the time, and I was driving Ricky to work at the time, but I was in that manic stage.
Yeah.
With everything that was going on in my life. And I drove to my dad, hung out with my dad for the day. I was on my way back home. You and Rick had the only time you guys ever had a day off. Like, at the same time.
Yeah.
And I was driving home, and I remember I hadn't slept in, I think it was like 36 hours. And I was sitting there driving on 53. And I just got to where, you know, I've took you and Desiree up to fucking my dad's up there.
Yeah.
And I was driving down the slope of the freeway to get right like by Utica, and everything went black, and I woke up in the parking lot, and the G6, my seat was all the way back, my seatbelt was still on, my window was rolled down, my feet were up here, and I was knocked out. And I woke up and I was like, how did I even get home? That was like that was the only time I would say that was like ever a dangerous what the fuck kind of happened. Yeah. With the fact that I hit a car down the street.
Well, that happened to Desiree. when she would drive me to Troy, she, which was terrible, and, you know, I have terrible anxiety with driving. I'm overcoming it. Exposure therapy is a wonder.
And you've actually been doing it. Like, I seen you drive the other day, and you're like, it's so handsome. You said, what did you say? You said something.
No. But yeah, no, drive, so I've gotten a lot better with driving, but, like, at this time, I don't think I even had my license yet. Or I had just gotten it, and I still wasn't, like, super confident, especially making a fucking 45-minute drive. I knew I was getting to that point where I was going to have to do it, but it got to the point to where Desiree fell asleep driving, like, actually, for, like, a solid, like, 2, like you said, like, it just went black, and then she woke up and she was home. And she was just like, what the fuck? Like, it's weird to think that, like, when you go black and you're just on autopilot and you just,
It's like your brain took over, like, because I don't remember, like, I was so tired, like, I was going, like, nodding out, and then I, like, woke up. I was like, I think I called you, and I was like, yo.
I was like, word?
I'm scared. Because you used to be like, hey, let me know when you get home. Hey, like, where you going?
I still do that.
You do. If you know I'm going somewhere far, you'd be like, hey, mate, let me know when you get there.
Well, yeah, if something happens, no one else is going to tell me.
My dad needs your new number, so I'll
Give
give
it
it
to him.
that.
I should text him, hey, Pops.
He'll be like, what's
who
up, gay?
He'll be like, who the fuck is this?
He'd probably be like, gay Anthony, question mark?
I'll be like, the gayest.
the gayest, just for you, Dad.
Gay Anthony? Does your son have hickeys on his neck?
No. I don't know. That's right. I don't know.
I'll be like, well, I'll tell you what, he was just hanging out with me.
I will clear for the record, my dad completely is the most supportive dad in the world.
It absolutely is the most supportive father.
Just doesn't even, like, care.
Didn't
Doesn't
Didn't bat an eye at the concept that his eldest might just be gay. He
like,
couldn't
whatever.
care. He said, whatever, dog. You're happy, you're happy. That's still funny as hell.
I love that I am not, but, like, the fact that he was just like, whatever.
You're just like, look at you, Dad. Way to be progressive.
I know, dude. I was, like, sitting there at Walmart. I know I've told you this, but I'm going to tell the viewers this. I was sitting there at my dad's work, and he works at Walmart. And I'm sitting at his work, and he goes, so I met, and this is when I was dating, Lumpy. I can't help myself today.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah, fuck it. So I was dating this chick named Lumpy. Her name wasn't Lumpy, but she had some lumps. But it was after me. That's when she got the lumps. Before when she was with me, there was no lumps. So I'm gonna say this now. But Lumpy was okay. She was crazy. If you think my manic side's crazy, you have another thing coming. Anyway, so Dad just met Lumpy. And he was like, what happened to Anthony? And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, weren't you, like, with Anthony? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I was hanging out with Anthony. Like, he's my boy. Like, what do you mean? He's like, no. Like, he left hickeys. like, my dad was completely, like...
Convinced
that, like, yeah, I have a girlfriend also. I was like...
I'll play on both sides of the field, Dad. You told me I could be anything. I
was
chose to be a winner.
I was like, Dad, no. He goes, oh, okay. Like, I just thought. I was like, Dad, he was kidding. He's like, oh, word? It's like, all right. And he's like, well, just so you know, I don't care. It's like,
where did you piss yourself laughing in disbelief? Like, what the fuck was it then? If you weren't just thinking it was a joke.
My dad just laughs at everything. You could be like, this fucking N-word. And he would go, hey. Like.
He's an easy man to please.
Or it could be like, dude, the sky isn't real. And he would look at you and be like, are you stupid? And you'd be like, are you stupid? And you go, and you're just like, what? Have you ever seen Pete Davidson as Chad?
Yeah.
That's my dad.
My dad. That's my dad, Chad.
That's literally my dad.
Slit.
Clit. Put pants on. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm not.
Put pants on. Okay. That's literally my father. And then he'll go manic too.
I don't want to even picture your dad, man. Like, that sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Imagine me and Jordan infused. And then your anger at the most.
Put it down. Put it down with the 12 gauge. Just end it. It's an abomination. Does not need to exist. There should never be a thing, whether it be human or not, where it is you, fucking Jordan, and my anger. No. Not in one person. Yes. That's too much power to handle.
Dude, like,
that's why your dad's getting dementia. He's too powerful. He had to get nerfed. I've seen my dad lift. That's just a thing dads do. I've watched my dad lift a car. He was mad. Walked out, grabbed the bumper, lifted it, and walked away. And I was like,
man of the 90s. What a legend.
Yeah, that's just a
legend thing.
I don't understand it. I don't know why. Like, every dad everywhere at one time lifted a car. Was it a test of strength? Was it because they were pissed? Who knows?
I think mine was because my Uncle Ryan got stuck under it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, yeah, that's
jack
adrenaline.
broke,
yeah.
And my dad went, it was like, woo.
I think I just watched my dad. I think I just watched my dad hit the gritty.
He almost gets fucking fucked up by the cord.
Oh, that's the third time, bro. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, pal.
I like the way he was like forward, backward. Like it's like when you're trying to do the input on a video game, where it's like trying to get the jump right.
I was waiting for my turn to jump in for the jump rope.
Yeah, right.
Double dust at it.
Went from hitting the fucking gritty to fucking playing jump rope with my laptop charger cord.
I love it.
What a man of the 90s.
What a man of the 90s, for real. What a fucking legend.
They don't make them like that anymore.
No, dude.
Look at us. We're plagued with mental illness.
My dad's...
You know what the sad truth is? And I love my mom. I can't speak for Mark. But we get our issues from our mothers. Hey, man, if we were anything more like our fathers, we'd be entirely different people.
I feel like I'm a lot like my dad.
I'm a lot like mine.
But I don't like my mom. Like, you know my mom.
I know your mom.
And I was about to say, I think she's bad. Like, I don't think I'm like that.
No. But I'm sure that's where a lot of it stems from.
I'm sure there's a lot of things that stem from it, yes. But I'm thinking, like, I would never abandon my kid.
No. What I'm saying
is
that the majority, like, where your mental illness comes from...
Oh, it's definitely, probably from her. It stems from her.
Like...
the trauma and stuff.
Like, for me, again, I love my mom. She's an amazing mother. I get it from her side of the family, because they all have it. On my side of the family, you're either sad, happy, mad. There's nothing behind it. Like you might be like, I'm kind of sad today. Like my dad. I don't think I've ever seen my father experience a bout of depression a day in my life. Quite literally, the closest thing would be is when my grandfather, his father, passed away.
Yeah.
He was in a slump for a couple of days, and he then when all his friends had the day off or whatever, they got together. He's been fine since. Like, quite literally, my dad gets sad for 2-3 days at the max, and it's over with. And he's just like, okay, well, that, life happens.
My dad just
internalizes
it, looks at me and goes, and walks away. Like, I've only seen my dad really get fucked up twice. And it was like him and his wife were arguing, and I was little, and he was like, I can't live my life without her. And I was like, okay. And he just started fucking like a switch. Fucking tears, bro. Like, sobbing while driving this semi-truck. And I'm like, don't do that. And I started crying because it's my dad. Yeah. And I was little. And then he went, and literally it just shut the fuck off. And then the last time is when his brother died. His younger brother died from the OD. Mm-hmm. He literally was like, I tried fucking helping you. And punched the fucking body. I tried fucking helping you. Idiot. Fuck you. Tears. And then, and I was like, you could clear your throat and it all goes away? Like,
Yeah, like I know, Dad. Like, Dad, I know it's probably the wrong time, but can you teach me that trick?
Yeah,
Like, I understand the severity and the weight of this situation, but you gotta show me how to do that because I'm fucking. If this was me, I'm out for a week. Like, I can't function.
I was like, dude, like months maybe. Like when Caden died, I was a
It was
wreck.
years.
Oh, a long time.
Yeah, and that's like I wish I could just sit there and just and fuck.
Yeah, I know. Like I remember, like me and my dad got into an argument because like this was like years after Caden died, and he was like, "Dude, just let it go." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you just want me to let it go? I seen her fucking die, bro. I seen her hanging." I was like going off, dude, and he was like, "Let it go." And I was just getting so mad, and he's like, "Come on, let it go, let it go." And I was just getting angry, dude. He was pissing me off, dude. He's like, "Come on, you want to fight? Fuck, fight me. Like, let's go." And I was like, "I'll kill you."
I think the best thing ever is if your dad leaned in and like you went. You would have had a meltdown. You would have been like, I'd have heard you from fucking Emily to ear. I'd have heard like, ha! I'd be like,
I would have
such a
ascended.
disturbance in the force.
I would have ascended Super Saiyan.
I would have been like, oh my goodness. Oh, but fuck it.
Super Saiyan.
I think the ballsiest thing I've ever done in my life. I feel like I've talked about this before. I might have, but I think the ballsiest thing I've ever done in my life will still be, for whatever reason, when my dad was on this stint where he just like
I've talked about this.
Yeah,
before.
or he learned the word like he acted like he learned the word retard for the first time ever, and he just called me it more times than he should have.
Yeah, I remember. We talked about this on the pod a few times.
Yeah, I just look at him and I'm like, I'm not fucking retarded. I'm like, I might have been 16 or maybe just under whatever they like 15, 16. And I'll tell you what, man, that was like looking in a mirror because I know we were both looking at each other like we were like it was identical. Like I'm like we're like one in the fucking same. And Mom's sitting there like, who do I stop if they jump? Mom didn't know what to do. She just like eventually she's like because no one made a move and like she's like the way that she said the air was so thick you could cut it with a knife just because the carbon copy of somebody literally to a fucking T just staring at each other just like who's gonna fucking twitch like what's going on.
Who's gonna go?
And I can safely say never fought my dad.
I've never fought my dad, but I fought Brandon.
It's not your dad. That's why. It's not your dad. The difference between Brandon and your dad is Brandon, obviously fought back. I think your dad would try to kill you. I think you'd be like fighting him and he'd like be going for the eyes and try to hit you in the fucking trachea. Like he'd be doing whatever he could to like end you.
Yeah.
And your dad like, oh, my son wants to fight me. Never fucking again. Like he's gonna take a body part with him and put it on a mantle.
The only time we've ever gotten close is like when I got home from military school, and I was like, I'm tall now, I'm like all muscular. You remember when I came home? Mm-hmm. I looked fucking good. I was built, bro.
I can still take you.
Fuck you. Whatever. I was still built. Open up.
You fucking suck.
I don't know. I'll clean it up.
I don't even know what it was. It's gone. It doesn't exist.
Oh, cool. No, so I was like, I remember I came back, I was all built and shit. I mean, yeah, whatever, dude. You could take me. Whatever. I love you. I respect you. We've already been toe to toe.
Yes.
Okay? We don't need to do that again.
It was fun.
It was something we needed. If we ever need to do it again, I hope it's like when we're 30 something, okay?
No, see, the before you get to the best part about us going toe to toe is that
we both could handle it.
Yeah, is that we both have like shot pain receptors. So the fact that like it's just like boom, and it's like I feel like the ripple of the hit, but there's no pain. I'm like boom, and then you're just like kind of just back and forth, just beating the hell out of each other because
like,
we can't feel it. We feel the impact, but there's no lingering
and I think
pain.
that's what gets me more mad. Is like, but I wasn't mad at you. We were going through shit.
Yeah.
We needed that.
I was just like, that's it.
And then we were good. Yeah. After I think we both hit each other the one time. We looked at each other, and that was it. Like
we were like, doom. I'm like, all right.
I think we're good now. And I think we hugged it out after it.
Yeah, no. All it took was just body shot after body shot.
I think we did that for a solid 5 minutes, and then we hugged each other.
Glad no one called the cops.
It was just you and I. Yeah, so I'm glad no one did call the cops.
Would have been funny as shit.
Are we allowed for being like too
No.
loud? Oh, okay. So anyway, no. The only time me and my dad like almost went out is like I got home from military school and I came down here for like a week before I had to go to school, like film school and stuff. And so I'm down here for the week, and he was mad, dude. Like, you don't fucking hang out with your fucking stupid ass friends. Like, you're gonna see Anthony and da 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 da. I was like, Anthony's not stupid. He's like, I know Anthony's not stupid. So he's like, I know Anthony's like, he knew of you, but he just never met you.
Yeah.
And he's like, you gonna hang out with that pothead Richard, and I was like, look, I'm not smoking pot, you know?
Right, like.
I smoked cigarettes, man. Calm down.
Yeah, right. I did the one bad constant that you did. That wasn't, hard drugs.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. That's around the time I started getting into that stuff.
Like, so what if I wanted to find out what Coke smelled like, Dad? It's not that big of a deal.
Dude, I just like the smell of it, you know?
Yeah, right. Like, it smelled like flowers. I'm sure it was detergent, but,
Yeah, so basically, it was, like, right before I came down here for the week.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to go see Anthony, I'm going to go see Richard. And, like, at the time, me and Richard weren't friends, so I'm just, like, show up, built as fuck, going, like, hey, buddy.
You're like, hey, we're friends again. He'd be like, what are you going to do, say no?
I was going to, like, grab him and go, hey.
Richard would be the type, like, get off me, bro, with a gun. Little fucking pea shooter.
What's that one meme? Slow down there, buckaroo. But no, so we're like arguing about me coming down here, and he's like, it's gonna ruin the progress, bro. You're gonna go down there, you're gonna be around your fucking mother, and she's gonna fuck your head up again. And I was like, nah, dude, like, I'm not even going there to see her. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
going
Like,
there to
I'll
see
probably, if
everybody
I'm
else.
like a miracle have to happen for me to see her. Like, I want to see.
Well, no, I had to stay there because,
Yeah.
like, I was still a minor. Even though I was 17, I had a GED, like, and I was, like, 17, had a GED, I was supposed to graduate at 19, so it was all a cool concept. It was like, I'm 17, I'm done with school, about to go to film school, I'm about to leave the state. Yep. So I don't give a fuck about this broad. Like, I'm going to see her, but I'm really seeing Shane. Like, I really just wanted to see Shane.
Yeah.
And Steven. But, like, I remember hanging out with everybody. But before that, my dad and I were, like, toe-to-toe. And he was like, you're not fucking going. I'm like, I'm going. And I, like, called Shane, and he's like, what the fuck? I'm like, Shane's picking me up. So, like, I'm going down here, like, either fucking way.
Yeah.
Like, for the week. And you be mad at me all you want. Yeah, a week. I sleep under your kitchen table now. Oh. Yeah, I live under your kitchen table now.
I've slept in here. Animal.
I probably would sleep in here. It's probably cold in here.
Nah.
But the floor.
What he said.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not? Damn.
Nope.
Grandma, turn that hair. What?
Did I say something?
No, you're looking for something.
How do you know? You weren't even looking at me.
I'm a Jedi, Dad. What do you want me to tell you?
Something
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Reflection is bad. No, I don't remember.
I literally just...
I know.
What?
When my dad drinks enough.
When I start drinking, my brain cells...
Yeah, when I start drinking, my brain stops thinking. But yeah, just imagine that you and your dad just sitting there toe to toe, and he's like, "No," and you're just looking at him like, "Yes."
Yeah, I was like, dude. I even said, I'm done with school. I literally was like, Dad, I'm done with school. I'm a man now. I just got screamed at. I watch people die. I was like
the movie Full Metal Jacket. I lived that, except for Vietnam. I lived that.
That's like literally. I've seen things that you, as a grown man, haven't seen. So let me go. And he's like, fine. And he drove me because he was like, Shane's not gonna drive you. I'm gonna drive you. Make sure you're safe. Because my dad's. He likes Shane, but he doesn't like Shane. I don't know. What the fuck?
No, because I watched Dad cross over and turn around and cross back over. He said, "Don't look at me."
Another little kid playing like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, then I came back over and I was like, don't fucking.
I love you, Dad. That's fucking funny. Oh.
Don't trust me.
We don't judge you.
You know, I like how there's the YMCA and you're over here wearing the MYCA.
That was the military school.
Ah. Stupid.
It was my dad's.
Stupid. No.
I was about to say, my dad loves you. You love my dad.
Why don't... I feel like if I was around your father more, I would treat him the way that I treat you.
And he would just look at you. And
he'd be like... I'd be like...
No, he'd be like, try again.
I'd be like, look, you both are named Mark. I get confused sometimes.
We do look identical. Like,
I'll be like, yeah, we ever hear that meme where it's just like when she has a twin sister and you get confused and you fuck her dad? Like, this is what's going on right now. I'm about to fuck you. You're like, what?
I knew you were gay. Knew you were trying to get my butt.
I'll be like, hey, one of your buddies in your motorcycle club fucking gets it from his girl. Just get it from me. It's the real thing. He'll be like, why do you know so much? So I'll be like, I'm married to your son. I'm like, what do you expect?
I'm married to you.
I'm like, you see this, Dad?
We're faggots. I'm so sorry, but I'm so manic. Faggot. That's my favorite word.
Oh, God.
Please, I'm an ally of the community.
He is.
I have a lot of friends.
He has a lot of friends. And one, he uses that term as a term of endearment.
All the time. Yeah, like, and he just looks at me and goes, you know, if it wasn't for you, probably that word would hurt me. But, like, every time I was like, what's up, faggot? Like, every time. And then my buddy Tyler that I used to, when I was supervising up there, up here, he's, you know, like, I was working with him for, like, 2 weeks, dude. I'm, like, showing him everything, and he's showing me certain things. And he's like, yeah, man, me and my boyfriend. I was like, excuse me? You're what?
Wow.
We're in Yee-Yeeville, and you have what now? He's like, yeah, me and my boyfriend. I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. I've said the faggot word like 9 times. I'm so sorry. And he goes, oh, you're good, bro. He's like, you mean it like in a joke. Like, you don't mean it like
derogatory and malicious intent behind it.
I just definitely, you know, just had
the ones that have malicious intent is when they extend the after, like, you know, like that's how you know.
I'm just like trying to play around.
It's like the fuse in a firework lighting off.
It's like what Dave Chappelle said when he was like, they were the reason why he stopped doing the Chappelle show is literally in this, and I'm gonna tell you guys this. So he goes, he has a sketch with the word faggot in it, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, somebody from the office calls and goes, hey, we need to speak to you about this. Like, there's some words that you can't say, whatever. So he goes and meets with this woman, and she's like, you can't say the word faggot because you're not gay. And he's like, well, I ain't an N-word either. You know? Like, you know? And it's like, damn, dude. I love Dave Chappelle. Yeah. But and that's why he, like, walked away from the Chappelle show.
Yeah, he just said I walked away from my own show, and I watched Key and Peele do my show.
Yeah, dude, pretty much. I don't really like Key and Peele. Like some certain skits, but
yeah, like
I think they're overrated.
But yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. You know, I gotta ask what made you wanna live this kind of life.
It's interesting, like Key and Peele, and it's Keegan Michael Key, and Jordan Peele, and it's just like Keegan. Interesting name.
Keegan, yeah. I actually went to a mental hospital with a guy named Keegan.
Out of everybody, I'm surprised that I didn't end up in a mental hospital. I don't know how I kept myself out. Who's calling?
Jake from State Farm.
Ah.
Not like I wasn't.
No, I know.
He's wearing khakis, I'm sure. I'm not answering. I'll call him later.
Just shoot him a text like doing a podcast. That's what I do when someone texts me, calls me. I'm like, Pod, what's up? And they're like, hit me up after. No, I'm gonna just next time someone calls me, I'm just gonna put them on speaker, be like, "Hey, you're on our show. What's up?" They'll be like, and they're gonna hang up.
No, because Austin will be like, "You know what's fucked up? How I don't get any head."
Dog.
I'm telling you.
If I have to hear him one more time about that, I'm gonna be like, "Then go get some head, dog. I'm over. Fuck the sanctity of your relationship, dog. You know what? I'm gonna tell you to start doing bad shit. I'm not going to be there to be the nice guy. I'm like, nah, it's cool. Now, if it's that big of an issue, fucking do something about it.
Okay,
you're the man, right? You wear the fucking pants. You work jobs. You got money. Solve your fucking problems. I'm over it.
I want to shave his head sometimes. When he says shit like that, I just want to go.
Ew, freak.
I'm fucked up right now.
Dog, I'm fucked up every time.
I love you.
I love you too. You want to smoke some weed?
No, it would not help.
No, I know it would. It'd be kind of funny to see you manic and high. That'd be fucking. No, I'll give you the lunch lady. You can do what I do. Vibrate in place.
Vibrate in place. I'd probably end up at her house going, I mean...
I'm sorry, baby. I love
you. Your back looks fine. Oh, yeah. Ow! Let me...
Oh, fine. Beat it. I don't need you anyway. I'm sorry, baby.
Why is that, baby?
Because it is you.
Forget it. I don't need you. I'm sorry, baby.
I get a little mad
sometimes.
Dude, Adam Sandler just yelling is like my favorite because just the way he sounds, like it's like, oh god, you're such a funny man. I can't take it seriously, but it's great.
Dude, like when I was in military school, they used to say I looked because like my head was shaved, right, and I had a clean shaved face, and I was like, all the time, they were like, you look like Adam Sandler, and I was like, I don't look. I just started screaming.
No, I'll still forever love. Yeah, they say you look like Adam Sandler, which, by the way, not a single point in his fucking life has Mark ever looked like Adam Sandler.
They were...
That's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
He hates pickles. And Adam Sandler likes pickles. So that's a giveaway. Also, but I mean, no, look, anybody that looks at you apparently can't fucking figure out who you look like. You dressed up as fucking, was it,
Sirius Black.
Yeah, you were Sirius Black, and they're like, oh, John Wick, Keanu Reeves, and you're like, no. And then I think you went as John Wick, and they're like,
Adam Driver.
And you're like, fuck.
No,
now, if I heard someone say, dog, you look like Adam Driver, I'm laughing. I'm fucking.
I don't think I look like Adam Driver.
No, you don't, but I laugh. I
get Keanu a lot.
I'm going to laugh at you with them because that's fucking hilarious. Like, they're going to be like, and I'm like, ha! Like, fucking.
Well, no, like, I get Keanu a lot more than anybody. Like, I get, you look like Keanu. And I'm like a fucking Walmart brand of Keanu?
Yeah, no, dog.
I look like me. And I like
you're the Wish.com Keanu.
That's sad.
So you're the bargain bin Keanu Reeves.
Or I get Dave Grohl.
Now, Dave Grohl makes sense. Like when your facial hair is a little, like your goatee's a little more out. Yeah, definitely some.
Or I get like, or I get Johnny Depp sometimes. I get the you have the Johnny Depp look. Or like fucking when Jeremy's trying to like insult me, I'm like, that's still not an insult. You're calling me Johnny Depp.
Yeah, what was it? Like, look, Johnny Depp. That's not. I think you said that's not an insult. And what was the other? He said another one. We both were like, that's not. I'm like, that's still not an insult, Jeremy.
Like he said, I looked like Johnny Depp off the drugs. I was like, that's still
like that's not an insult, dog. Like what? I was
like, what do you mean?
I was like Jeremy, do you understand how the English language works? Because I think you're misunderstanding an insult here. Like say something nice instead. Like maybe that's what you're missing here. You're just fucking saying it wrong.
Right. I mean, honestly though, like I don't know. Like this is our 10th episode or 11th episode. I want to say it's around that ballpark.
Honestly, I don't remember. I'll have to just look on the pod. I'll look up right now since it's back up. If I open
it's not back up yet.
Throw my phone through the wall.
Well, it's I quit, so I had to. So that also reminds me, when I get paid in 2 weeks, I'm gonna hand you a lump sum of money for Stella and you guys. So.
Okay.
Probably like, you're gonna be like, why are you giving me this much money? And I just need you to shut the fuck up.
No, I'm gonna look you dead in the eye. I'm gonna put it on my wall and say, get out of here. Like I'm gonna treat it like I'm gonna treat it like you're paying off a debt. And I'm like, all right, I beat it.
Can we do it in front of like a crowd, like kiss your ring?
Yes, please. Like you just kiss the ring, and I'm like, get out of here. It's fucking,
you come to me on the day of my daughter.
Yeah, I'm like, you gonna come to me on the day of my daughter's birthday. What's wrong with you?
I know you're an uncle.
Yeah, like I understand your uncle. A little slap on the chin there, but hey, you gonna look at me in front of all these people, and you're gonna do this to me, and then you're gonna hand it to me, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this. You're gonna kiss him, like, get out of here. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? They're gonna be like, And I'm gonna turn around like, all right, guys, get back to the party. And like, something completely normal.
Dude, we should do that anyway.
And I'll literally be like, oh, I'm a mob boss on the low. I'm sorry. I didn't want to,
Austin would be like, makes sense why Mark is so loyal to
Yeah, I'll like walk next to Austin, put him, like squeeze his shoulder. Like loyalty goes a long way with me. Just keep going.
I don't know. Like, I was talking to Richard about it, and he was like, bro, you're like really loyal to like 2 people. And I'm like, who? And he goes, me and Anthony. I was like, Richard, I love you more than anybody in this fucking world. I want you to know that. But if it becomes you and Anthony, pick an Anthony. And he's like, what? So I was like, dude, I would kill myself. Because I don't want to make that decision. You guys would be on the ledge, and I'm like, I'm going first. Like,
I'm like, figure it out. I'll be like,
hi guys.
I'll look at Richard like, it's your fucking fault. I'll kick him off.
We'd all die at the same time.
No, see, it'll be perfect because you'll fall, I'll kick Richard, and I'll land on both of you, and I'll survive.
Or my luck, I would survive, and I'll just be like this for the rest of my life.
Yeah, just be like
Stephen Hawking.
I
I would kill myself.
It sounds like you're having sex with a speaking spell. It's alright.
I'd just be like this, and I'd look at you, and just be like, Diesel me. Diesel me.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's like robotic voice. Diesel. Diesel. This like...
Diesel me. Put me down.
And. I'll be like, what else can you say?
And me.
Like, hey, he's learning. Hey. Look, guys, told you it wasn't a lost cause.
Fuck you.
See?
You just see me smiling like...
I'll put an apple in your fucking mouth so I don't have to see that. I'll be so honest with you. I'll make you look like a stuffed pig. I'm like, you know what? He can't bite down. It was perfect. I'll just change the apple out. I broke Mark. But no, that's so funny though about like the loyalty thing, the backtrack on it. Oh. Yes.
You're telling me I'll be disabled.
You'll be like this. Put an apple in your fucking mouth. Yes, this is exactly what I'm gonna do to you. Like it'll be like, I won't have seen you. You'll come around the corner like that, and it'll be like, I forget. It'll be like the Wayans brother who had the fucking cornrows in Scary Movie 2. And when he forget what it was, he goes, "Ew, stick the apple."
I think I would fight with Javon all the time. I'd be like, Javon lips.
Oh god, dude, I'd be fucking dead. No, the backtrack, the loyalty thing is funny as fuck because it's like, I explained this to Curtis even about it, where I was like, Curtis, you understand? Because like I always brought this up, like, what do you view as scarier in a person? And that was like when you think about it, like there's like you, and then there's Curtis. But then there's me, and I was like, and that's the thing. I was like, no, wait, like, you know, I was like, in the theories, like, you can obviously state that, like, the scarier people are the ones that, like you or Curtis, like, who will do something. I was like, but, but the question is, like, well, what's scarier, the person that's going to do something, or the one that can just literally get the person to do the thing?
Probably get the person to do.
And I said, like, I was like, you know, like, that's the $1 million question, because I was just like, obviously the people that are going to break your legs are terrifying, but to know that there's somebody that just goes and snaps their fingers and it happens, it's like, you know, it's like, who's the real one to be scared of? Because it's like, these people will not attack you unprovoked.
I remember talking to Curtis about that, and he's like, dude, when I look at you, I see my, like it's like literally we're the same.
Yeah.
But he's done the things that, like, he's done the things I haven't done, but we're, like, literally, like, the same. I love that guy. He's a good guy.
Oh, yeah, no, I love Curtis. And, like, and that is the part that makes me laugh the most, because it's like, because I was talking to Curtis about it, and I was like, I forget, like, what the conversation entailed, but it was just like, it was basically, I was just like, you know, I was just like, I basically said, like, you know, like, if I asked you, you'd probably do it. And he was just like, I think he was just trying to be like, no. And I was like, Curtis, we both know something happens. And I go, a flip will switch, and you'll be whoever I'm looking, like, if I'm looking at you and I look at whoever it is and I snap my fingers, they're dead. And he just looked at me and he goes, I don't like you. And I'm like,
I wouldn't kill them, but I would hurt them.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, and the best part was mine and Curtis's friendship, entire friendship relationship that we had was founded on the fact that he was asleep in the back room of Home Depot.
I remember this.
He was in our break room. He was asleep. Never met the guy. Never talked to the guy. Didn't even know he fucking existed until that night. And my one coworker, who became one of my roommates for a time, was like, oh, you know, that's Curtis. He's a, you know, vet. Like, and he's sleeping. And, like, nobody wants to fucking wake him up because I don't want him to have an episode. And I said, well, fuck that. He needs, like, I'm not going to cover for him. No one's going to cover for him. He needs to wake up. Again, mind you, don't know this guy, don't know his story. I could have fucking died. Also, at that time, I wanted to die. So it was a win either way.
It was a whammy, no whammy.
You know, he was asleep. His foot was just kind of dangling. Walked up to him. And I think I did try to talk. I was like, hey, buddy. Nothing. I was like, fuck it. Kick the shit out of him. I literally, like, soccer kicked his fucking dangling foot. Like, I tried to kick his leg off of him. And he, like, shot up and looked at me. And I was just, like deadpan staring at him. I'm like, back to work. Walk the fuck away. Again, never talked to each other. Met each other before that. And after that, it's nothing but respect for me. And literally, the whole time, my old coworker and roommate, his name's Brendan, I swear to God, dude had to go change his fucking pants. He thought he was gonna, like, cause I was the new guy. I think I was like a week in, and he thought he was gonna watch me die, cause I just did that shit. And I literally told him, I walked past him and I was like, see, that's all I had to do. He's just like, what the fuck? And it's funny cause Curtis even told her, he's like, yeah. I was like, I don't know what it was, but the fact that he literally was like, the fact that he knew that he could have got hurt or whatever, and that he did that and just stood there, like, waiting for whatever was gonna come his way. He's like, I had nothing but respect. But he's just like, but if anyone else fucking did that, they're dead. Like, I think he looked Brendan in the eye. He's like, but yeah, if you did that, I'd have ripped your fucking throat out. And he's just like, oh, okay.
Okay.
And that's why I just laugh, because I'm just like,
I feel like,
and that's for the record to state here, it's not like I like flexed any gusto or anything to get like Mark or Curtis to like be so loyal to me. It's just because I have loyalty to them. They have loyalty to me. I took them in. I take care of them. When shit goes awry, I was the first one they come to, because Anthony genuinely had the solution, or he'd figure it out. I was the problem solver. My place of residence, wherever it was, as long as I was there, sanctuary.
safe haven.
Like, Curtis, would have issues sleeping. Curtis would come over when I was at the apartment, smoke with me, and he would sleep for hours. Same thing with you. You came over, whatever, you would sleep for hours. You guys are only comfortable if you're by me. Why that happens, I don't know why that
I remember
happens.
going to your fucking apartment and doing your dishes for a pack of cigarettes, and then I would fucking crash on your couch.
Yeah, and see?
And that was always welcome, though.
But that's what I'm saying, is that, like, the loyalty that I have, it's why I joke. I was just like, I was like, I am like a mob boss to like the friends that are like super loyal to me, just because I don't have to sully my hands, but at the same time, I will take a bat to somebody before I let anybody. Like, if like they wrong me, I'm gonna just be like, keep everyone at bay, and then whoever did it is gonna get hurt. And then if they fuck up again, I'm like, well, I was the warning. I'm the unhinged one, but I'm like, okay, well, you fucked up again, then that they will not exist.
Oh yeah, but Richard wanted me to tell you. I was going to tell you earlier, but I forgot. He can't make it to the party. There's a lot of fucked up shit going on. I'll tell you the fucked up shit later. He can't make it. It's not good. I could say that though.
Hello, Hylia.
She has something to say. Speak, kitty.
Big kitty.
What if she's like,
Little fat bitch. Little fat bitch. She's actually not fat. She's just really fluffy. Little fat cat.
she's old? Not that old.
She's gonna be 5 in April.
Jesus.
And when she turns 7, she'll be officially a senior cat.
So a few more years away. Is that the one who used to like make love to my shoe?
Yes.
Oh, that bitch. No, anyway, he wanted to. It's just that like with everything going on, he literally can't. And he was like, "I'll hook him up like later or whatever." And I'm like, "Dude, we both know you will, but like you can call him." He's like, "I don't have his number." And I was like, "What did you call him off before?" And he goes, "Facebook." And I was like, "Does he not have a Facebook no more?" He's like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, so you peeped that? You know you have him Snapchat, right?" And he's like, "What's a Snap?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm fucking."
That's your husband, dog.
Yeah. You know, the divorce keeps not getting through, you know? Like,
No, because he's smoking the papers. You hand him the papers for a divorce, and he's like, "Dog, thanks, I just ran out of papers." Rolls
so
it and
good to
fucking
me.
smokes the...
You're so good to me.
Right, and you're just like...
And then he gets mad at me when I drink. We're sitting there, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. He's like, "Mark, stop drinking. Mark, stop driving."
Like, which is it, Richard? It's one or the other.
I'm drinking or I'm driving. DUI. Thank God I never had a DUI.
Oh, you're telling me.
I'd probably be in jail. And you'd be so mad.
I'm telling you, if you ever end up in jail, because I know I will be your one phone call. I'm like, I'll be right there. I'm like, "Can I have a word with my younger brother officer?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Bam! Bam! A bitch beating the hell out of
You
you.
fucking idiot.
All the fucking inmates are gonna be like, "What's going on?" I'm like,
They'll just see this stoic dude getting fucking his ass beat, and I'm like, just taking it. Just like, why is he not fighting back? I'll tell you later.
yeah, they're just like,
I'd rather get, and I think that's how I learn, I'd rather get fucking physically hit over and over and over again, even if it doesn't hurt, but like, I'm like, okay,
now see
fuck
the
that.
difference. I mean, like that. The thing with us, with you and me, is that even though we hit each other, and it doesn't fucking hurt, is that if you piss me off, if you do something so goddamn dumb, all right, which you have, that it just fucking up here just gets me, because I know you fucking hate it, because I'll sit there and I'll get so mad that I'll get calm, that I'll get like, and then I just calm down, and then I hit you, and the way that I hit you is like, it's the punch itself doesn't hurt, but because you know that you pissed me off, that's what makes it hurt for you, because I'm just like,
It's like the disappointment.
yeah, because I'm just like straight, like channel that anger to be calm, and just wham, and you're just like, because you know you fucked up, and I don't, like, I've yelled at Mark, I've treated Mark like he was my son, like which is funny, because when I was 18, I almost adopted Mark. That would have been, I could have claimed you on taxes, dog. You know, imagine that. I would have been 18, claiming you on taxes. I could have made money off of you. Fuck
Would you
your
give
parents.
me money?
I would be like, thanks. Here you go.
Cool, I got a grant.
I'm also still buying you food and cigarettes and whatever you need, so I'm taking care of you. So this is your cut.
Cool. That's pretty cool. Because like, I'd be a minor, and you're like, I'll get you cigarettes. I'm like, cool, bro. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? That's your cut. Here's a fucking like
8 cartons.
yeah, just smoke up, Johnny.
Fuck little Johnny.
Would you say that?
Said fuck little Johnny.
Fuck little Johnny.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, if your name's Little Johnny, how good can you be?
Little
Fuck her,
John?
Her name was Johnny. You're just an asshole. It's life. Sorry, sucks.
I love you, Dad, so much.
Fuck you, Johnny.
I'm not fucking Johnny. How do you know my little brother's name? That's weird.
No, but yeah, no, like, but And I was talking to Jeremy. Speaking of that, I was talking to Jeremy the other day at work about this, and it's so fucking funny to me because I was bringing up how like when I get mad, like not at like you or whatever, like when I get like start to get mad, I was just like, it's like Mark. Nothing scares Mark, realistically. Same with me. Nothing fucking scares me. Like the thought of something happening to like Mark or like my family will scare me, but like. People don't fucking scare me. You could be like this big dude who's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, all right, dog. I'm gonna get one in, and it's gonna fucking hurt you like hell.
It feels so good.
Yeah, it's just like I don't give a fuck. Like you could break both my legs, but you're gonna get that sweet chin music one way or another. I don't care. And maybe that's just because I also don't care what happens to me. That's how I've always been. But I was telling Jeremy, I was like, the thing that makes me laugh the most is that when something, which has only happened a few times that you've witnessed it, where I get mad, like I'm about to fucking blow. Mark gets nervous, and I was telling that to Jeremy. I was like, and that's the thing that's funny because I was like, Mark. I was telling Jeremy, I was like, because Jeremy hasn't ever really seen it. He's seen like glimpses. I was like, but like
I've seen it.
I was like, but Mark has witnessed it firsthand, and he nervously laughs because he'll be like, because he doesn't want to fucking be there because he's just like, I was like, and he's just like he doesn't know what's because I was like, I'm unpredictable. You physically cannot predict what I'm gonna do if I get to that point, and there is no rhyme or reason. I could be someone in front of me could piss me off and I'll fucking strike their grandmother. Like they're like, what the fuck just happened? Like I'm not gonna go after the guy in front of me. I'm gonna go after somebody like next to him that has nothing to do with it. Like it doesn't matter. Like if I get mad, I get volatile. Everything around me is an enemy. The fucking tree, the fence, a shoe, something's getting thrown, chucked, hit, whatever. And I was telling that to Jeremy. I was like, and that's why, I've learned to calm myself and just try to be whatever. It was like, but Mark gets nervous. I was like, I feel like I'm one of the few that will make Mark nervous when that happens.
Oh, I would wipe Jeremy clean off the street. Jeremy would go, wow, and I would be like, pah! He would go, he'd be like, I'd be wiping his fucking head off the fucking floor,
like
and he'd just look at me, and I'd be like,
when I used to tell Jeremy that I'd make him fucking lick the grass shit, if he like, forget what it was. Jeremy was like fucking around, like saying he was gonna like do something stupid. I was like, Jeremy, I'm gonna promise you, if you do that, I will make you put your tongue to concrete and lick up grass shit. And he was just, and I was like, and if you stop, you're starting over. He was like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's just funny, because like Jeremy's, a little bit smaller than me, but like Jeremy's he's a decent sized guy, but I'm not scared of Jeremy. Jeremy would be like, I'll be like, oh yeah, what? I didn't hear you.
And that's the thing. Like with me, it's like again, like you guys respect me, so like that won't happen. But also, I've never gotten mad unfounded. I never just blew up and just took it out on like you, Curtis, like anybody. No, if I got mad, directed at you is for a fucking reason, and the best part is that you knew what the reason was. Yeah. So it literally, I'll play like that big brother role. And it's even better with Curtis because
he's older than both of us.
Yeah, he's older than both of us, right? And when like this like most recent stuff with this last relationship happened, I chastised him.
Put together.
Yeah.
What? I said I'm almost older than both of you put together.
No.
What? Oh no! Don't say that, Dad. I'm not getting old.
I said almost.
Yeah.
Math's there.
Yeah, because you're 23, right?
Almost is the keyword.
So yeah, we'd be 49, and he's 47.
I'm adopted.
Adopted. Imagine that in 3 years. Dad's gonna be 50 years old.
Fuck you.
Time marches on, Mark.
Fuck you. I'll be 26.
I'll be 29.
Fuck you.
Then I'll be 30.
I'll be dead, dude. You know what? Fuck it.
I'll be 30 years old, and I'm like, damn, I'm 30.
When you're 30, I'll be 27.
I'm gonna sing the Bo Burnham song. I'm turning 30.
Turning 30.
But yeah, no. But yeah, like with Curtis, like with like the recent thing that happened, and I chastised the hell out of him because I told him, I fucking told him every time because I was like, I lived it. you know, I got out of my relationship and look, it's great now, you know. I was just like,
Right.
I was like, Curtis, I was like, you need to leave. Like when it first started, I was like, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. You could try, and that's great, but I already see where this is going. From the fucking beginning, I told him, I was like, where's this going? You know, like, I'm trying to help you, and, you know, whatever. And then, like, then it got to the point where I was like, you're gonna fucking figure it out then, buddy. Sure as shit, went off the rails and fucking... You know, if you pull it, like pull it towards the hinges.
So she can push it open. She'll from me out and come back up.
Oh. But when it all finally finished, and we got him back here. You know, it's when he was actually staying with us. I think
The
Desiree
ghost
had
in the kitchen.
Yep, that's when Desiree, I think, had gone to sleep, and I just sat there. It was quiet, just me and him. And I just looked. I was sitting there, I was like, I'm not gonna say it. That's salt in the wound. I was like, I'm not gonna say that I was right. No, I'm not gonna play that card. And then I just looked at him. I was like, but I looked at him. I was like, "Were you gonna fucking listen to me now?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's all I need."
I remember when all that shit was going on with Lumpy, and you were like, "I fucking told you," and I was like,
"Yeah, no." At that point, I was like, "I gotta tell him that because that's fucking the only thing that's gonna get through." I'm like, "I told you so."
You're like, "Hey," and you even said like, "I don't want to be the guy to tell you this, but I fucking told you."
I was like, I don't want to be the guy to tell you this, but I'm also the only one that will because you will not physically do anything to me. You will just take it in stride.
I feel like the reason why I don't do anything to Richard is because I love Richard. Like,
yeah, you love Richard, and also if you punch him, he'll die. Richard physically cannot handle a hit from you. I literally think if you strike Richard, you will bury Richard in the same act. You will have to punch him into his grave and just start covering it up because he'll die.
Probably tears the entire time. I know Jordan can handle it. That's why I'll go off on Jordan. And Jordan just goes, it's like, you want to fucking go? And Jordan...
you know, it's funny because like, I barely know Jordan, but like I love Jordan. But like I feel like if Jordan ever acted like you and got all raw like towards me, I'd look at Jordan, I'm like, Jordan, you got 3 seconds. I'll be like, your older brother's in line. I'll do the same to you. And he'll be like, huh?
He'd be like, what?
I'll be like, Mark respects me. And there's a reason Mark respects me. This shit didn't just happen overnight.
Well, he knows. He's heard stories. I mean, I remember the one time when we had my rental, and me and Jordan were just going at it, dude. He pissed me off. And mind you, I'm the only one working. You know, his adopted dad was working too, but I'm the only one physically working. I'm buying us cigarettes every day. I'm buying us food every day. I'm taking care of me, him, and his friend, and like this chick he dated briefly who was calling me dad, which I didn't really fucking fuck with. It was weird.
Yeah.
And her friends like all would come over, and mind you, I was dating Haley at the time, right? Mm-hmm. And me and Haley would be on the phone, and she'll hear this like chick that's Jordan's age call me dad, and then her 2 friends like trying to be all over me. I understand what she'd get mad, but I was just tired of like my house being the party house. Like I was tired of like I'd be at work all day and I come home and there's like fucking 15 teenagers in my fucking, and I'm 18. Like I get it, like they were from 16 to 18.
Yeah.
But like I was tired of all these teenagers in my fucking house. I'm like, Jordan, I love you, but like you need to tell these people to get the fuck out of my house or I'll kill you. And like he was like, it's my house too. And I was like, Jordan, I'm gonna fuck you up right the fuck now. And he's like, and his fucking friend, his name's Tony, he was like 6'2", this big tall tree kid. And I looked at this Tony kid and I was like, listen man, I'm gonna tell you both, these kids need to leave right now. And Jordan's like, you ain't gonna make us do shit. I'm like, Jordan, I beat your ass before, I'm gonna beat your ass again. And his friend Tony's like, that's not gonna happen. I fucking grabbed his friend by his nuts and his throat and fucking threw him to the living room. And Jordan went, I was like, you wanna fucking go? And he fucking went to spar me, dude. He sparred me. You know, like the landing?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh, he speared you.
He's like, he sparred me. Like, he speared me.
Yeah.
Literally, you've never been inside of that house, but you've seen the outside of it. So there's a back door here. Mm-hmm. Goes right to the basement. There's a landing, like It's like I forget the name of it right now because my brain's so.
Yeah.
It's like a ledge.
Yeah.
Above the staircase.
Yeah.
Like above it. So like he sparred me. I went onto the stairs. He sparred me down to the stairs. I fucking fell down the stairs. I screamed, and then I grabbed a Guitar Hero guitar because that was right there, and I literally proceeded to beat him in the head with the Guitar Hero guitar, grabbing him as he was running from me, fucking smacking him. And then his girlfriend got on my back, and I pulled her off by her head, like her hair, like this, and I just started beating fucking Jordan's ass with the Guitar Hero guitar. I broke it. I broke it over his fucking head, and his, like, dude, he had bruises from here all the way to the front of his chest, and he had fucking little cuts in his fucking head. And I was like, fuck you. He didn't have people come over anymore. The one time I got so drunk, and first time I ever did coke. Oh, we're going to the drug stories now, I guess.
Yeah.
First time I ever did coke. Me and Jordan were in Port Huron with a few of our friends, and they're how do I put this nicely? They're mammoths. They're like a Horton, okay? But they're ladies. But they're like Horton ladies, you know?
Hort, here's a hoe.
Yeah, Hort, here's a hoe. And they're like, we're gonna sunbathe, and we're like, me and Jordan were like, nobody likes you anyway, hoe. And like, we were just getting drunk on the beach with them, and we were like, we're gonna play volleyball with these like two pretty girls. And Jordan wasn't dating anybody at the time, and I was like, fuck yeah. And I had my little brother. I'm 18, bro. I look great. Military school helped me. Got the flippy Bieber hair thing, Drake and Josh hair.
The alarm went off, Dad.
The alarm went off. Anyway, so we're on this beach, and there's these two like really nice looking chicks, and we're like, yeah. Like me and Jordan probably gonna slide in, you know. And like they're like, oh, there's this house down the street. That's my house. Like, come, we're having a party. We just like escaped for a minute. And we're like, oh yeah. We'll go to this party. And fucking, so we were there for like 5 hours drinking, and like Jordan's smoking weed, and I'm just drinking, smoking cigarettes and shit. And this girl's like, hey, you want to have a party upstairs? And I'm like, hell yeah, I want to have a party upstairs. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna bone. Right?
Yeah, right.
So I go upstairs, and I'm like, yeah. So like I'm just like undressing and stuff, and she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, thought we were having a party. And she's like, no, like try this. And I was like, what's this? And she's like, it's coke. And I was like, oh. And like I look down the stairs because I'm like, oh, Jordan's gonna probably like come up here and pee because he's a little weirdo, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm shirtless for like shirtless. I did a line with her, and she like we did like 2 more lines, and then like I kept like we fucked. Everything was great, and then like she was laying in bed. I used the bathroom. I got my clothes on because I'm like I gotta leave now. Like this chick is like obviously Cuban or something. Like my mind started racing. I'm like, this chick is like Al Capone's fucking like not Al Capone, but like Pablo Escobar's kid or something. Like I'm about to go to jail, or like the feds are gonna be here. Like I'm like having a bad time. But like I felt great. Like I'm so energized. I'm like you're happy. Like I'm gonna fucking die. Fucking in the house. So
like Jordan, it's great. I feel fucking great. I'm gonna die. Let's go. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, so like I feel bad also too because like she's laying in bed. I go to use the bathroom, put my clothes on, and she's like, and mind you, it's later now. Our friends are calling us, dude, like, where the fuck did you guys go? And we're like, not responding. Like, our phones are like, shut off. We're not responding because we were like, fuck it. Like, they won't leave us behind, but they're also not gonna, like, leave us behind. Like, they're not gonna drive home. So we're like, oh, we're making them mad. We've been all day at Port Huron. Or I think it was like Port Huron, all day. We're at Port Huron. And I knew they were pissed because they were like calling us repeatedly, driving around looking for us. They never left. I will say that. I'll give them that. They never left. But I went downstairs. The party's still going. And I'm drinking beer, and I'm like, the beer tastes like water. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. And then I go to the basement, and there's like a group of girls, like, trying to like get Jordan. And Jordan's like, Mark, help! And he's like pulling up the stairs, and I'm like, that sounds like a you problem, bro. And I slammed the fucking door and I went back upstairs. I started drinking some more, and all I just heard was Jordan. Jordan was like, help! Help! They're trying to fuck me.
It's like those videos when the guys get drunk, and he's like, it's like, what? He's trying to fuck me. It's pulled.
Yeah, dude, yeah. It was like he was like getting like assaulted, and I was just like, dude, like, have
Play
fun.
dead.
And I was like, have fun, bro.
Gold limp.
Yeah, just trying to like not there. So I'm just
show no interest.
So I'm feeling great, you know. I'm just like drinking. I'm like, this kid's like, are you good, bro? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm good. And he's like, yo. I just had a memory of what her name was.
Ooh, don't say it. You can tell me later. But anyway, continue with the story.
I don't like it.
Amazing. Tell me the story.
Anyway, so he asks where the girl was, and I was like, oh, she's upstairs, I think. I don't know. Like I don't know why she's still upstairs, so I want to check on her. And she was out, dude. Like, and I was like, I thought she died, and I was smacking her around and shit. She wasn't waking up. And I was like, I gotta go. She's dead. Like I killed her.
It's like that Eminem song when like the chick ate all the fucking mushrooms, and he's just like, "What have you done?" He's like, "You didn't need me to die." It's you. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Dude, I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta leave. Like, I'm like smacking her around. She's not responding, and I was like, oh fuck, okay. Like, all right, what am I gonna do?
And the best part is you didn't even check for a pulse.
No, I didn't. I was just like smacking her around. She wasn't waking up, and I was like, okay, what I gotta do? I'm screaming her name. I'm like, hey.
Amazing.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Continue.
So I'm smacking her around, and she wasn't responding. I was getting freaked out, and I was like, okay, I gotta leave. Like, I have to leave now. Like, I'm planning my escape. I'm like, I'm gonna go out the window, say hi to like Leonardo, like the groundskeeper. I don't know. I'm gonna like in my head I had like this map. Like I was gonna like move to fucking Mexico. Like. No, nobody will know who I am anymore. Like, You'll get a letter stating I was died in a Guatemalan prison or something. Like, I had it all mapped out. Like, my future was like, okay, I'm gonna live out on the farm.
Yeah.
And then Jordan comes up with like her friend, and she goes, "Oh, she did too much coke, huh?" I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Hold on," and she like tickled her foot, and she woke up, and I was like,
"That's all it took."
And Jordan's like clothes are ripped, and he's looking at me like, we're leaving, man. I was like, but man, I'm having a great time. He's like, are you on fucking drugs right now? And I'm like, no. He goes, you on fucking drugs, man? I was like, no. He's like, you're on drugs, Mark. And the chick was like, oh yeah, he's on drugs right now. Fucking, he grabbed me by my ear and was pulling me out. And I was like, dude, this is fucked. Like, I was having such a great time. I thought she died. Like, we had a mix of emotions. And then I started doing it a lot. Not like a lot, but like...
more than you should have.
Yeah. I feel like my nose septum's kind of fucked up because of how much I've done.
It doesn't matter how fine it is. You're basically inhaling sand, first of all. So...
oh, yeah. Like, a deviated septum.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, it ate in here.
Yeah.
That's why, like when I'm sick, it drips, dude. Like, all through here.
Which, I mean, good drainage system, but also your nose
it's
is
bad because like my nose is fucked.
But fucking
best drug story. I just remembered that name and I'm sad.
as you should be. No, I love though. Like, I wasn't there for any of these stories, you know, and I'm just thinking to myself,
I was an addict.
I was like, I wish, like, you know, like I was there for like a lot of this, like, more than likely because I was always the type, which isn't a bad thing, but I was always in a relationship, and when I was in a relationship, it was for a long time. But I feel like if I would have just said fuck it and just chose to be single and just have that time where I'm either working and I'm just off work and not doing anything, I probably would have been around for a lot. I wouldn't have done fucking anything that any of you did. Smoke weed, sure, whatever. I do
you
that
probably
now.
drink a little bit, but
yeah, maybe have like a little bit of like something to drink.
If you were at that party, bro, you probably wouldn't have done what I did.
Oh, absolutely
not. But you would have probably protected Jordan.
Oh, I would have protected Jordan.
You probably would have let me.
Like a flash mob, I'd be like, hey!
You'd be like, I want it.
Like, you ever see a man do the helicopter?
No, you were like, I want it, come on.
strip, just dive into the pit.
Jordan would be like, whoa!
Just nuts across his forehead and lands in the pit.
He would probably get up and be like, we're never going to talk about this again.
He'd be like, he would just watch up for thanks. Up the stairs. No, but I'd be like, if I found that out, like if I was there and that, I'd be like, because I wouldn't have like, if I was like, are you on drugs? And you were just like, because I know you'd be like, no, I'd look at you like, just look at you like,
you on drugs?
I wouldn't even say, because I'd say that and you say no, and I'd just look at you like, word? I'm like, Mark, look at me. look at me in the eye. Yeah, you just, I'll be like, uh-huh.
That would be my rep.
I'd be like, how much? I'd be like, look at Jordan and be like,
you see me running. Like a fucking Tom and Jerry.
Get right, literally you're in like the fucking corner, like all that's going through your head is where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. And you're fucking just
running around.
Or that fucking that like was like the Chipmunk song. It's like dee da dee do dee da dee 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 da dee da dee da dee da do, and that's all that's going through your fucking head. And I'm looking at Jordan. I'm like, so either you're grabbing him, or I'm throwing him out that fucking window.
Dude, the best story, and Jordan's still mad at me because of this. He really
Kid holds a grudge like a woman.
Well, he's mad because like this was supposed to be like a really specific thing in his life that he really wanted.
It was a canon event.
It was supposed to be a canon event, and I ruined it. I'll say I did ruin it for him, but I made it up to him. So it was the night he was supposed to lose his virginity.
Oh Jesus!
To some chick he really liked. Like he was like, granted, I love his woman now. Great, they're great for each other. But I'm saying like if he would have this chick, he probably would have been married. Like living like in Florida right now. Like probably would have finished school. And I'm like, you know, like I love him, and Coda's good for him. I know I just said her name, but Manic, whatever.
That's fine, whatever. Yeah. But let me guess. You fucked the chick.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I did not. I am not.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I'm not that sus. Okay. I've done questionable things, but I've never.
You don't gotta sell that to anybody.
I know I don't, but I've done questionable things. But hey, no. I was drunk. Jordan was like trying to get it on with this girl, and I'm like, hey bro, you get it, dog, like fucking do it. And he was always like, he was the one who would like see himself out.
Yeah,
like he'd be like, nah, I'm good, you know.
I've been there, done that a lot.
I have too, but like I think more now than I did when I was a teenager.
No, I did that shit more out of high school, because I remember there was a few where like they like were like northern Michigan, and like there was like some instance where they were like a stroke of luck, huh? Well, that was one of them.
Okay.
But
I thought that was during high school, but
that one was summer vacation of my
almost
junior year going into senior year, if I'm correct. But no, there was like another one where like we were like talking, and it was like really good, and then we hit it off, and we were like excited to see each other because, you know, fucking Pound Town's gonna happen basically. And we're like, yeah, you know, like whatever, like whenever it happens, like, you know. And on a stroke of luck, her like one sister had a doctor's appointment that was down here, and they were going to be down here for like hours, and like she was going to get like dropped off here, we were going to hang out, obviously, and I pussied myself out because that day like she was in my area, and I was like, oh, I got shit I gotta do, like I gotta go, like family thing I had to fucking go help with, like, and I pussied myself out, and I was like, fuck. But it's just like, it's that nerves that get to you. And like I had another one where it was a chick that I had done stuff with before, and like she like was gonna come over, and I was just like, oh man, I got this. Man. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, and like I always did, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Because it's like I remember like in high school they'd be like, hey, I'm like, schedule is clear, baby girl, like, and then I graduate and I'm over here like, pussy, what's that? Like, fuck it. So it was like, whatever.
It was like I can say like middle school, high school. I was just like, what about it then? You know, like I'd be like,
what it do?
What's going on? You know? And now I'm like, I want to be somebody's fruit cup. You know, like Twirling my hair.
Yeah, you want to be loved, like that, and that's what always made me laugh because it's just like,
I just want to be loved.
and I'm just thinking, and it's just funny to look back on that where I'm like, I just was like, I literally went from like, first of all, you know what it was? I was always fucking sad and depressed, and mind you, I never accepted that I had depression until way after.
Well, I know.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, but I was sad, but it was that sad riz. That's what it was. I was like, man, I'm fucking depressed. I'm sad, and like, maybe my pussy will make you better, and I'm like, what'd it do? I'm like,
what was mine?
Didn't make me feel better. Truthfully,
I mean, it didn't make me feel better, but I had a lot of fun.
yeah, I had a lot of fun. Absolutely, I was like, you know what? That was a great.
You talking shit, man?
No, he's talking to something himself. He's talking to the embers.
I was like, hey, you guys, you better light this shit up good, pretty much.
It's my fucking life and I'm living it. I'm having fun.
I love you, Dad.
But yeah, so like that's basically like that process. It's just nerves, and I'm like, man, and it's like, I'm obviously happily married. I love my wife. I love everything that I have. But like younger me, it's like there was a lot of fun moments, like more fun moments that I could have had, and I just pussied myself out.
You wrote the book.
You perfected it.
I fucking perfected it.
It's not something to brag about.
No, it's not. It's fucked up. But at the same time, at least I can be like, hey guys, I've been around the village. All right.
You're fucking telling me.
More than once.
I had a knack for doing stuff with somebody who inadvertently had a friend that I knew, and then that friend subsequently wanted to do stuff with me, and then that was just a vicious cycle.
I got with twins multiple times. Different twins.
I remember I was dating.
You dated the same twin.
Yeah. Well, I dated the one. I didn't date the other one.
I dated both.
That's gross. Austin dated the other one.
I know.
I dated the cute one. He dated the fat one.
I dated the fat one, and then I dated the cute one. I also dated Bree.
Yep.
Like right after.
Like right after me.
Like right, yeah, and she had like a heart with your fucking
name
carved
into
her,
that.
and I literally went, I'm out. Like
I remember that, and I was like,
you know what was like really cool though? Like she picked me up. I was in elementary school.
Wesley dated her too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, dude, he was living with me and was going over to her house and stuff. He's like, yeah, I was just with this fine ass bitch, and I was like, oh, dude, like I've seen her naked too, like
we all have.
And he's like, what? And I was like, you got like He's like, how do you know her? And I was like, she dated Anthony. Then they broke up, and then I think she was like, I'll just date his brother then or something. Yeah. So then we dated like literally the next day. And then we were together for a month, and then I seen her naked, seen the heart with your name, and I was like, that's not cool. And like, then she got with, I think, Christian Penzine again.
Probably.
Which, isn't he a girl now or something?
Yeah, you know what? He's
good for him.
She's living her best life. That's,
Christian is having a good female life. Cool.
You know what? Empower to him. I'm glad he found empowerment. I'm glad he
to her.
Yeah, I'm glad that she,
she figured it out.
I'm not saying it to be mean like that. It's quite literally because I knew her as Christian for a fucking long time. Like, yeah. So it's like, it's still, even though we don't talk, it's still just one of those things where it's like,
that's gonna be your name regardless.
Because we don't talk, so I'm not used to addressing.
I don't know.
Willow.
I'm Christian. Sorry.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But like, it's like I'm just not used to addressing her as such. So that's not me trying, like taking a dig or being an asshole. That's just because we don't talk. Like, I'm like, I see it. I'm like, great, that's awesome. Congrats. I'm proud. I'm happy. Like, live your best life. But it's like, it's because I'm not actively saying like, what's up, Willow, or like this. So it's just like, I'll say he and Christian. I'm like, no. And I stop myself. I'm like, it's female now.
I'm not even being an asshole either about it. I'm just saying, like, I know you as this person. You've changed. I'm happy for you, that you figured your own thing out. But, like, I just believe, like, if you respect me and I respect you, why do I have to change your name?
Exactly.
If you say, hey, man, could you please call me this? Oh, of course, yeah. Like, you told me. But, like, I've known you as this since I was this, like, this age.
No, I think the most clutch moment I've ever had happen, and I love telling the story.
it made Austin Obermeyer pretty much in like what I would call my Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's goated forever. Like I told him, like, I don't care if you kill somebody, like you'll still be goated to me about this because
I'm not even in the Hall of Fame, dude.
you're in a couple different Hall of Fames. No,
What does that fucking mean?
so I'm assuming you're cool with him, like it's a friend or
Obermeyer?
Yeah.
He's alright.
yeah. So
I don't have any problems with him.
our mutual friend.
He's a cool guy. I helped him do work in his house.
So I had a class with him when I was I think I was he was either a junior or a senior, and I had a senior because I had my drafting class. I had my drafting class, and he was in it. I think it was his freshman or sophomore year. But I had drafting with him, which, by the way, was a beautiful sight to behold. I watched him and a girl that they didn't know each other start talking gradually, and then they ended up dating. Like, it was a fucking sight to behold. I've never watched a relationship start and end. I watched it end, but I've never witnessed that before. I've never seen the talking phase. It was so weird, but it was beautiful because it was like you see two people who don't know each other and be like, oh my bad or whatever, and then like they might like ask something like a question and they answer it, and then it's kind of like light conversation, then it's more conversation, then it turns into like, you know, like texting and like, oh, okay, cool, like we're kind of like cool, like we're friends, and you start talking, then it just grows and grows and grows, and oh, now you're dating. But then unfortunately I watched it end. So that's what I'm saying. I watched the whole fucking process. I didn't even do shit in my drafting class, arguably. I just watched that the whole time. It was just a sight to behold. Yeah, no, I was dating a girl. So there were these two friends. I won't say names, but I was dating the taller one of these two friends. It's really cool, you know, whatever. We broke up. I forget why. Honestly. Probably me. It was probably because of fucking me. As was most of why things didn't work out was me. But yeah, we broke up. Some time passed. Well, then her friend hits me up. So then we're talking, right? I'm like, okay, cool. Well, her friend that hit me up was friends with my friend Nathan, his ex. Which, his ex, I didn't ask for these. Like 100% did not ask for them. This was unwarranted. Yeah, I woke up to her sending me nudes because she was drunk, and then followed up with, well, I guess, you know, she's like, I'm so sorry I sent you those, you know, whatever. I was like super like fucked up, like drunk, whatever, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. She goes, but I guess we're even now because I've seen, you know, you, like what you look like or whatever, and I was like, the fuck you talking about? Like, I was so confused. I was like, what? And then I remembered the friend had sent me stuff, and I had sent stuff back.
Oh, man.
And I was just like,
the time that we used to live in.
And I was like, okay, so now she's just showing everybody this stuff. I'm like, alright. And it what mind you, I didn't know what was going on. Austin Obermeyer took it upon himself. And the reason I'm saying his first and last is because we have another mutual friend that's named Austin, and it's just easier. That's how we. Yeah, we always just call him by his, like we'll just say Obermeyer, like we'll say his last name, like whatever. And I found out, like, I think it was on a chance encounter. It was either we were like all talking, or it was like we all like got together, and he just let me know that he was at a party that Nathan's ex and the chick I was talking to were both at, both of them simultaneously showing everyone in the party what I looked like. Which, thanks for the free advertisement and no complaints. But the problem with that was that was happening, so Obermeyer took it upon himself to find their devices that had these, and he, God bless him because he had to see it, deleted all the pictures of me. I told him, I was like, you're the GOAT, bro. I was like, I love you. I could kiss you. Like, thanks. I don't know what to say.
And he's like, it's been an honor.
Like, fuck else. Like, and that's the one problem I hate with high school and phones and technology is because girls have no shame showing people. Like, I remember one of my exes, the first one that starts with a J. remember showing Ryan. I forget what the conversation was, and she just went, and he just saw it, kind of got wide-eyed, and then when he saw me later, goes, he's like, I want you to know I've seen it, and it scared me. I'm like, dog, don't talk to me about it. It's like, I'm sorry to make you feel that way, buddy. I'm sorry.
I hope he's doing good.
Oh, he is. He's doing very good. He's married. He has a house.
I know he's married.
Yep, married and has a house.
Doesn't
And
have a
I
license.
looked down. I was like, how the fuck do you do that? And he goes, it's like, my wife works for a bank. I was like, cheat code enabled.
Cheat code enabled. He works at a shop, I think.
Yep.
I don't know what he does, but I know.
You got a Game Shark.
Yeah.
Game check.
The action replays. But yeah. What a time. We were definitely men of the 90s.
I'm not.
and you know, I'm glad that for as far as I'm concerned, shit calmed down. It's all stopped, you know. High school's over, you know, everyone's either married, dead, or pregnant, or all three.
Okay. What?
You know?
Look, I just snapped.
I'll be like, he needs it. But yeah, you know, it's just weird. It's fun and hilarious to look back on those moments. Like, you know, we were kids. Like, you know, from like 18 to like between like the ages of like 15 to 18 has been really like that big moment, and like that was a hell of a time, especially for like, cause I mean, yours probably was a little longer, but like mine was that 15 to 18 mark, and it's just like.
Wait, mine was longer.
But you know, it was a good time. You know, like all things considered, it was all canon events. Definitely, if I could go back, I'd have changed a lot of shit. I probably wouldn't have gave shitheads as much time as I did.
What is the time?
Time marches on.
I'm saying.
Oh, an hour 30.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Next week.
And it's been a while, so.
Well, next week we'll be here to do another one.
Yeah.
Wednesday or Thursday. But I definitely need to go to the store. You know, you want to come to the store with me, or because it's midnight.
Yeah, she's home, so I'll fuck around and I'll come to the store.
So, we can wrap it up and then.
Yeah, well, you know me, Mark. I don't like to wrap it up. That's why I have a kid. Anyway.
Shoot myself.
It's okay. I'm a very punny, funny individual. I get it from my dad.
It's hereditary.
It is hereditary.
Just get him his mom like you.
I'm adopted.
It's hereditary, but my dad is arguably the only funny one. Like, I've seen the majority of my family, and my father is the only funny man. So
They're not dead jokes.
it's
No, I know.
Yeah,
It's
no.
just you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Those are in the arsenal too.
It started with my dad, and you know, hopefully.
Did the cat go downstairs? Because the door's like wide open.
Actually,
No, I let her up, but
oh, did you?
So you go outside?
I don't know. But I think we're gonna wrap up the podcast. We're gonna call it good. She's got her collar on anyway. But we're gonna wrap up the podcast. Call it good. It's been an hour and 30. Consider it a little double feature because we have not been doing the pod for a while.
I would like to keep that hour 30.
Yeah, no, like I'm fine with doing that. I just wish we didn't have to do it so fucking late at night.
Well, next week we will. I'll come over after work.
Works for me.
4:30, 5.
Depends on the day.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Wednesdays would be ideal. Thursdays, yeah, Thursday because we just do too much shit. Like, that's when we put everything. But anyway, it's been fun. Till next week, wrapping up this podcast. It is I, Anthony, here with.
Dickhead.
He forgot his name.
Yeah.
Mark.
My name is David Brandon.
But thank you all for listening, and again, until next week. Bye bye.
And I'm dripping. I'm leaking.